miles, an arena race, and it will feature Katie Ledecky again, and record held by Federica Pellegrini and Allison Schmidt as the American record. Here they come. Ledecky hitting the water. It's an interesting double for her, Rowdy, after just having swum the 400 IM.
And having just swum it, well, I'm all about the clock. 22 minutes right now and running since she touched the wall in that 400 IM. This is going to be a test. It's going to be a big test for Katie Ledecky.
And in lane 1, it is Louise Hansen, Rio Olympian for Sweden, helped the Swedes to 5th place finishes in the 400 and 800 freestyle relay. Kelsey Worrell, Olympic gold medalist in the 400 medley relay in Rio. She is in lane 2. Then Simone Manuel, 8 months ago, she tied for gold, the 100 free with Canada's Penny Oleksiak, first African-American woman to win an individual Olympic swimming gold medal. And then Katie Ledecky, along with everything else, Rowdy, last week she was selected for induction into the Washington, D.C. Sports Hall of Fame. What took them so long? Huh?
Easy decision.
Yeah, right. Leah Smith is in lane 5, took second in both the 500 and 1650 at last month's NCAAs to someone named Ledecky. And then Melanie Margalis is in lane 6. And there's a double today. She swam the 400 IM. She had a tough double qualifying for Rio on day 3 in Omaha. Katie Drabot is in lane 7. Member of the U.S. national team, helped the U.S. to gold and silver in the short course worlds. Then Lauren Case out of the University of Texas, 18 years old here in the final of the 200 free.
24 minutes for Katie Ledecky and Melanie Margalis. And when you look at this race, and boy, this race has changed, maybe not more dramatically than any race, but certainly has going to be a lot of different faces. Katie Ledecky going to be there this summer. Leah Smith, no doubt about it. But then you start to play a little puzzle here. Missy Franklin, injured, may not be at full strength this summer, if swimming at all at the trials. And then Allison Schmidt, the famous Olympic gold medalist from 2012, part of that 800 free relay last summer that won gold. She's retired. Now you look at swimmers like Simone Manuel. Can she start to step up in the 200-meter freestyle? She does it in the 200-yard free. Melanie Margalis in this heat. And then Mallory Comerford, who we won't see now. She just got sick earlier, but she will be a big factor. This is a changing event, no doubt about it.
Simone Manuel in lane 3, Katie Ledecky in lane 4. We billed the meeting in the 200 free at the NCAA championships as a battle between those two, but Manuel settled for 3rd as Mallory Comerford tied Katie Ledecky for the gold at the NCAA.
Yeah, and this is where Katie Ledecky, it didn't take her long to get back into this race. No doubt that Simone Manuel has the speed, and she's got great walls, but boy, Katie Ledecky knows how to attack each one of these walls. 57.5, they were both 57.5 going out in the 100, and now all of a sudden she's 1 second ahead of Simone Manuel, who is second. 27.2, 127.2 at the 150.
Well, you knew Ledecky last summer, as long as she didn't false start or something like that, was going to get the 400 and the 800 in Rio. This was the one that was the question mark, standing between her and Debbie Meyer in 1968 and 3 freestyle wins. She beat Sarah Sjöström by 35 100ths, and she touches the wall first here. 156.31 for Ledecky to win the 200 free.
Well, as much as I'm impressed with Chase Kalish's 400 IM, that might be just as impressive. Only because of what she just got through doing in the 400 IM by swimming a top 10 time in the world 24 minutes earlier, and all of a sudden now she becomes the 4th fastest swimmer in the world in the 200 free without any rest. What a statement she made in that 200 freestyle. I know she's got to be pleased with that double. She may not be pleased with not winning the 400 IM, but boy, time-wise, clock-wise, here's the halfway point. Look at the 2 swimmers ahead. 2 of the greatest in the sport. Manuel, Ledecky, right there together. 4 100ths of a second separated them at the 100 mark, but then it was all Katie Ledecky, the last 100. Beautiful stroke. Uses her energy so wisely, constantly seeking that fresh water, settles into her stroke. She always tends to go to her stroke when she gets tired. travels forward on the breakout, each and every one. Beautiful finish at the end. And Katie, you have to be pleased with that double. I know you, I said I'm a big about clock, and you had 24 minutes in between races. I guess the first question is, what did you do between those two races, and how were you able to have such a great one there?
I tried to get out of the 400 IM as quickly as I could, and didn't get my hand on the wall first, so did not do an interview with you. And got in the warm-down pool, got about 700 or 800 in, and just tried to reset my mind and get ready for the 200.
Well, Katie, we've got you on now, and you're always great in these interviews. And I asked you after the Pac-12s and where you had set the American record in the 400-yard IM, I said, are you going to expand your repertoire internationally? Have you given that any more thought?
I'm not really planning to, at least at this point. That was mainly just to get in and get some really tough racing in, and kind of helps me out for if I have that 1500, 200 double again this summer. It's a pain like no other, and 400 IM is a great one to step in for the 1500 at a meet like this.
Katie, that was an impressive double. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Katie Ledecky wins the 200 free, 156.31. Also strong times for Leah Smith and Simone Manuel to finish second and third. And the Olympian from Sweden, Louise Hansen, finishes in fourth.